should be live. So, welcome on into the stream, everyone. Let me figure out how to get some of this stuff off. Uh, it's not expert. How do I get rid of this? Probably going into here, right? Yep, that would do it. So, I want to turn off all these warnings here. The killer. Fire. Turn that stuff off for now. Right. Stuff on when everything you need here. So welcome on in, everyone. We have multiple tornado watches in effect currently. We have one stretching from Texas up to Missouri, and then from Missouri up to the Illinois area. So the tornado watches include St. Louis, Farmington, Heber Springs, Hot Springs, Little Rock, Texarkana, El Dorado, Shreveport, Longview, Nacogdoches, all those areas there. And we have a couple of supercells that are already starting fire here. And let's see, do we have any traffic cameras in the area of these storms? It does not look like it. However, we do have a HazCam pointing at this storm. See that we do have the almost anvil shape looking at the storm. So that's something we're going to have to come back to as this line of storms approaches the Arkadelphia area. Currently, we have no tornado warnings in effect right now. You're just tuning in. However, there will likely be a new tornado watch issued here soon. So, it's issued 10 minutes ago by the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. Areas affected northeast Louisiana, northern central Mississippi, southern Illinois, and Indiana. Concerning severe potential, tornado watch is likely. And the probability of a watch issuance is at 95%. Summary, a tornado watch will likely be needed in the next 1 to 2 hours. Then moving into the discussion, low 60 dew points have now moved into the lower Mississippi River Valley, where temperatures have also warmed into the upper 70s to low 80s. As low-level moisture continues to increase and temperatures cool aloft across the region, expect moderate surface-based instability to develop by late afternoon. As forcing over spreads this region ahead of the approaching mid-level jet streak, supercells may develop during the late afternoon to early evening period. These supercells would have some hail threat, including the potential for large 2+ inch size hail. The KNQA vertical wind profile, and KNQA is right here. That is the Memphis NWS office. The Memphis VWP already shows a significant curvature in the lowest 2.5 kilometer, and the hodograph size is expected to grow through the afternoon evening as 850 to 700 millibar flow strengthens. Therefore, if these prefrontal supercells form, they will also have a tornado threat, with potential for strong tornadoes. By later in the evening, the damaging wind threat will increase substantially as the front approaches the region. Convection along the front this afternoon remains somewhat weak, primarily due to the cool temperatures and limited moisture. But this activity is expected to strengthen substantially as it interacts with the warmer air and greater instability across eastern Arkansas and into southeast Missouri this evening. Around this time, model guidance continues to show a northward transport of 62 to 64 dew points into the region, which would result in a substantial QLCS tornado threat, in addition to the damaging wind threat. A watch will be needed ahead of the approaching squall line and may need to be issued soon if prefrontal supercell development appears imminent. That was issued by Bentley and Gleason. So basically what they're saying, if these cells that are forming in front of the line of storms, those cells start developing, a new watch will be needed here soon. I'm actually going to switch to KZLX, the Little Rock, and we actually just got a new mesoscale discussion concerning that watch. So it's just issued here. This is Mesoscale Discussion 247, issued by the Storm Protection Center in Norman, Oklahoma, at 3:39 p.m. CDT on Sunday, March 15th, 2026. Areas affected: Arkansas, far northeast Texas into northwestern Louisiana, concerning Tornado Watch 53. Severe threat for Tornado Watch 53 continues. Risk for all hazards continues across Weather Watch 53. Gradual strengthening of ongoing convection and possible warm sector development later this afternoon should increase the severe risk with time. Where is this? It's in Missouri. Huh. So, across Weather Watch 53, a broken band of storms has gradually intensified along a surging cold front across far southeastern Oklahoma into western Arkansas. The environment ahead of these storms is still destabilizing, with temperatures warming into the upper 60s to 70s, resulting in 500 to 1500 joules per kilogram of mid-level CAPE. So far, capping has remained stout, especially with southward extent, slowing storm intensification organization. The arrival of robust mid-level ascent and continued surface heating will erode remaining inhibition ahead of the front this afternoon. Most CAM guidance shows gradual strengthening of the frontal convection into this evening. Given the strong deep layer shear, large level Large low-level photographs and sufficient buoyancy at risk for all severe hazards is expected to increase, and we have a new tornado warning. Where is it? Oh, it's up. Oh, yeah. So we have a new tornado warning for Kabul, Sargent, Willow Springs, and Mountain View. If you guys know anyone who lives in those areas, you need to get to a safe place immediately. We have a very good looking storm here. Can see how it's wrapping around. It's wrapping that inflow into the storm. Take a look at our velocities. Yeah, we have these. Where's the radar at? Hold on. Radar is in Springfield. So typically what we look for this is the greens and all that, but we don't have that. We have these darker reds moving towards the radar, and then we have these lighter reds moving away from the radar. And right in the middle there is where our tornadic rotation is. And it is currently moving something like that. So Willow Springs, you are next up. You guys are next in line to get hit by this tornado or potential tornado. Do we have any? We do not. Then, so it seems like all of our storm chasers are getting set in like the Memphis and Paducah areas. They're getting in front of the line of storms that's going to be forming here. Check CC. Nothing on correlation coefficient yet with this storm. However, we're going to watch it very carefully because this type of tornado that forms along a squall line, more commonly known as a QLCS, those can produce very quickly. We only get radar scans every 5 minutes or so. So it could have already produced a tornado and we don't know it. So again, if you're in Willow Springs, Mountain View, Sargent, or Kabul, or along US 63 or State Route 76, 181, US 60, 63, US 60, or State Route 137. You need to get underground immediately. So it does look like this top part is starting to gust out, which is the good news. The southern one still has a bit of rotation on it, so we're still going to need to monitor that. However, if the storm continues weakening, the National Weather Service in Springfield will cancel the warning, which is the good news. Uh, I think we just got a new tornado watch. Yes, we did. We just got a new tornado watch here. in central Illinois. Couple of tornadoes possible, scatter damaging winds likely with isolated significant gusts to 75 miles an hour possible. So we did just get a new tornado watch issued here. St. Louis, get ready. You got a broken line of storms getting ready to move into your area. So get ready for that. So this is our risk today. We have a large enhanced area that includes Dothan, Alabama, Birmingham, almost all of Alabama is included, almost all of Louisiana, central and north central, west central, western Kentucky, western Tennessee. Basically, the risk goes from far west Florida all the way up to north central Indiana today. And then tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow we have a level 4 out of 5 moderate risk in effect here for the East Coast. I am in this risk for tomorrow. So right now I am actually currently in a 5 Sig 1. So I have a chance of seeing some storms tomorrow here. Actually, I think they updated it again. I don't think this 15 Sig 1 was here yesterday when I checked. So they actually updated this, I think. So the new day 1 was issued 52 minutes ago. Nothing's changed with that. When was this last issued? Why do I have a notification? Next day 2 is scheduled by 6C. I think that's later tonight. I think we still have like 6 hours or something until new day 2. I think. I'm not sure. I'm going to quickly run to the restroom here while we wait. So while I go and do my business, I will leave you all with a loop of the satellite imagery, and I will be right back. We're back. I also got some leftover Shamrock Shake from what I had yesterday. And while I was away, we did get the new Tornado Watch issued. So it is our probabilities on this Tornado Watch are 80-50. So that is very high. That is insanely high, actually. So we did get a tornado warning down here near the Queen. Blue Dirks, US 70, and State Route 369, and US 278. You guys are on any of those roadways that I just called out, please get into your safe place, basement, or lowest room on your home, preferably a bathroom or closet away from windows. Main walls between you and the tornadic circulation as possible. We do have some very, very broad rotation here. We have the red turning way, green turning towards, right in the middle is where our rotation would be. And as I said, it is a very, very broad circulation. Looks like we just got a new tornado warning up here for a storm in Willow Springs. That includes Somerville, State Route 17 and 106. If you guys know anyone who lives in those areas, please tell them to get underground as there's a tornadic circulation coming towards their area. Moving up here to the St. Louis metro area, we have a storm associated with our squall line, and honestly, I don't know what they're warning here. Over Winfield. Yeah, I don't know what they warned there. Like, it had rotation previously, but I don't see it anymore. So currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 tornado warnings. We actually have a camera pointed in the general direction of that storm. So we're going to keep an eye on this, see if we see anything on the camera. Is there any way I can lower it? We have a storm approaching Little Rock. We actually have a couple of cameras in Little Rock. We also, or thought we did. Maybe we don't have we have a Hazcam located in downtown Little Rock, here near the Cottums in the city and the Arkansas State Capitol building. So we'll have to keep a look. I'm going close this one out and take a keep an eye on this camera. I think it's currently looking at this little blip right there. However, as this line gets closer, we should be able to see it on this camera. Theoretically. So right now we're not really seeing much of anything. We have the tornado warning up in St. Louis, up north of St. Louis. I really don't know why they warned that. I mean, there might be something right there. It's just so hard to tell because we're getting radar contamination and so really we don't have much for this. However, if you're in Rosedale, Fielden, Otterville, or Jerseyville, north of St. Louis, get underground immediately. As we do have, you are in that tornado warning still. Moving down to the south for the Mountain View, Somerville. So, we still have a broad area of rotation just to the southwest of Somersville. If you're in Somersville, remain in your safe place. If you're in Willow Springs, you're fine. You can come out of your safe place. Same with Sargent. Mountain View, you guys are right on the edge of the polygon, so I'd stay in your safe place. I think we just got a new tornado warning issued here. At 410. Yes, we did. We just got a new tornado warning issued. And it's a mess right now. I can't really tell. Because unfortunately, fortunately for us, we are in a radar hole over here. Wow. That is very unfortunate. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning down here in Florida, of all places. Because, of course, Florida's going Florida. Looks like it's just a bunch of heavy rain and lightning here in Florida. We have a mesoscale discussion over here for rain. We're not going to talk about that because obviously we have things down here that we need to look at. Want to see? Nope, nope, nope. Want to look at and see what the storm looks like from Little Rock. It looks the same as it does from, I believe, we were looking at Shreveport previously. No, we were not. We were looking from Fort Smith previously. I mean, the rotation, we might be getting a new warning here for the south of Norman, north of our tornado, our southernmost. Yeah, we might be getting a new warning here on north of our southernmost tornado warning. We do have an area of very tight rotation right here. Where's spectrum width? Obviously, that I won't do much. Storm relative, yeah. I would not be surprised if we get a new tornado warning here for Caddo Gap and Glenwood. Potentially even Hot Springs. Hot Springs, Norman, this is all in Arkansas. If you're in Norman, Oklahoma, you are fine from this. You're fine today. But yeah, I would not be surprised if we would get a tornado warning on this storm here. That is a very I don't know why this doesn't have a tornado warning on it yet. There is a strong area of rotation here. I'm just now realizing that you guys really see can't really see the screen. Yeah, sorry, I'm playing around trying to figure out why you guys can't see the camera. Yeah, I mean, I get why there isn't a warning on that actually. Still a strong area of strong winds here south of Casa, southwest of Perryville, here in Arkansas, approaching Little Rock. Um, uh, I don't think that's anything, but no, that's not anything. Something to watch though, for sure. I'm not sure. One thing I will say, I'm not sure if this is Low Rocks or I think Shreveport's. Nope, Fort Smith again. Not sure if this area down here is covered. Well, actually, let me see. Low Rock. Okay, so it is Low Rock that. Got a new warning on it. Yeah. Evan Freiberger just mentioned the storm that we've been monitoring for the past, I don't know how long, 20 minutes maybe? Not even 20 minutes, probably like 10 minutes. But, I mean, this storm is. They likely issued this noon tornado warning just to cover this one down here. I wouldn't be surprised if we'd get a new tornado warning here for Murfreesboro.
But this is why, personally, this is why I think it's so important that everybody follows along on the WeatherWise app. And that's why it's free, right? Wouldn't want to put a paywall between you keeping up with the radar and, you know, you haven't that information come to you, all the warnings and stuff. I've got to fly around to a million different locations here. And I've got to focus on where the worst of the weather is happening, obviously. But like the WeatherWise app is kind of like a companion app, I guess, to the stream, to where you can keep it on your local.
We got a new central weather statement over here. I'm not going to talk about that much, as I mean, I think it's obvious.
We got a daggone blizzard in Des Moines. We got a blizzard up there in Michigan. We got strong storms from Milwaukee and Chicago all the way down past Springfield, Illinois. St. Louis is it right now. Tornado warnings at the Lawson here in central Missouri, southeastern central Missouri. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings starting to pop up in Arkansas. And
I don't know why they haven't issued a tornado warning on this yet. I get that it might be hard for them to determine whether that's inflow or contamination or not. But in my opinion, that should be warned.
I've got a viewer in Texarkana sharing their live feed with the WeatherWise app right now, showing those dark clouds coming in. Okay, so this is a viewer on the northwest side of Texarkana.
So a radar hole. We need a radar in Texarkana.
I think we're watching
because there is a large distance between.
And when windows as that storm gets closer.
There is a large gap between Shreveport, Little Rock, and Dallas here. Needs to be a radar positioned either in Arkadelphia, right here, or Texarkana, right there.
It's what's going on right now, by the way, in West Bend. And then here's what's going on out there in Dearborn County, Indiana. We've got a daggone windstorm and a half happening outside of the outside of the main storm area. Sorry. I got so much going on here, guys. You wouldn't believe the amount of stuff that is going on in front of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monitors in front of you. you ever hear me like start to glitch out, that's what's happening. So I've got three thoughts that are overlapping, and I got to refresh. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Little Rock, just to your north and west, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning coming in. And considerable damage threat. Okay, so this is a considerable damage threat, severe thunderstorm.
Threat considerable tornado, not tornado watch, jeez. Severe thunderstorm warning northwest of Little Rock now. Let's go back to our Little Rock cam. Not really seeing much out of it.
Missouri, Illinois, but we've also been tracking all day. Your all location sharing is just absolutely nuts right now. So many.
People have apparently been injured. There are reports of people in Orlando that have been injured.
So things are it gets wild out here in Orlando as well. I got a lot of checking in. Somebody said Castleberry's in the middle of this. It's not a hurricane, but it's raining and it's very windy. Yeah, this is a pretty robust storm that for even for Florida standards. You've got a lot of lightning, some hail, some damaging winds, and severe turbulence, I reckon, with the storms that are coming. Look at all that red. Let me actually open up the scanners here. See if we can find this detail. Wow, like somebody might actually be unconscious from turbulence. Says we haven't had a good storm in a while. Let's go back to Missouri real quick, where we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for that storm that's coming out of West Plains and moving into the Alton and Thayer areas. Okay, so severe thunderstorm warning for Howell, Oregon, Shannon counties, tornado possible, 1 inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's what we're talking about out here. Fulton County, Arkansas, you're also under a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Ash Flat, Raven Springs, and places like that. Fulton, Izzard, and Lawrence counties. This is getting close to Inverton and Pocahontas, okay? We're checking back in on Hempstead County, Arkansas, and Little River and Miller counties. We do have that storm coming into Texarkana right now, so we're continuing to watch that. We are just about to have our tornado warning expire north and west of Nashville, Arkansas. Okay. Man, these storms.
A lot of these tornado warnings will be expiring in 3 minutes. One up here, that one expires in 18. Still not seeing anything with this one here.
We're going to keep an eye on this. We did get a report of some pink-sized hail from this one up here north and west of Tyler. Somebody south of Tyler.
How about this storm here? Last time.
Should definitely get indoors and wait in windows because we're seeing a lot of lightning. And even where you are right now, you can literally get struck by lightning from this storm, even though it's not raining there yet. And of course, the winds are going to continue to get worse. Somebody said quarter size hail in Hideaway, Texas, 10 minutes ago. All right, so we've got several severe thunderstorm warnings, several tornado warnings. That we still have a tornado warning in effect right now for Jersey County, Illinois. We still have that severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the Little Rock area, north and west of town, for Conway, Perry, and Pulaski counties. So you guys need to be getting ready for that. And just in case anybody missed it, I've got a couple of things I got to refresh on my end. But just in case anybody missed it, here's what being under a severe thunderstorm warning means, because I think we've got a lot of people who are right now under a severe thunderstorm warning. Here's a little refresher for you. Split up with a severe thunderstorm warning. What does that mean, and what should you do? Let's break it down. A severe thunderstorm warning means a storm producing winds over 58 miles per hour or hail an inch or larger is happening right now in your area. The main threats: damaging winds that snap trees and down power lines, large hail that can shatter windows, deadly lightning, and heavy rain that triggers flash floods.
A lot of our tornado warnings are expiring right now.
Stay in your car with your seatbelt on. If you're outdoors, get to a building.
That's one expires in half an hour. This one expires in 15 minutes.
Speaking of severe thunderstorm warnings, you're under one now. In St. Louis, downtown St. Louis is under a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning, and that's going to go on for 45 more minutes. 45 more minutes. Y'all get ready for a very strong storm. He's going to be at, dare I say, one while. Okay, this is for Jefferson, St. Louis, and St. Louis City counties. We do have a lot of places in the path. Of course, St. Louis, Oakville, Wildwood, University City, Baldwin, and Kirkwood.
I'm in Arkadelphia looking like. Woof.
Woof. Herios High, Gateway Science Academies in the path. We also have the Bethesda Dilworth nursing home in the path as well. And what in the world we got going on back here? Oh my gosh, this is just on the other side of Missouri, by the way. Just on the other side. So here's the severe thunderstorm warning above my head for St. Louis. Just on the other side of Missouri, we've got sideways snow. Full on sideways snow. Inside of a snow squall warning. Now that is unbelievably dynamic. Snow squall coming from Kansas City. And just on the other side, we got a tornado warning. By the way, we did have an official report on this Jerseyville storm of a rotating funnel cloud that was moving towards Brussels. Now, that was 20 minutes ago. That's an official report that's coming. And by the way, this tornado warning does continue for Jerseyville for 13 more minutes. Keep sheltered in at Jerseyville for 13 more minutes. Yeah, the whole snow, I mean, the Blizz NATO, snow NATO situation that's going on right now is pretty great. Got another user in the WeatherWise app that's showing us the storm on its approach to St. Louis right now. You can see this is their backyard. You can see how quickly the clouds are moving up here. This is not sped up or anything. This is just those low-level winds increasing as the storm gets closer to St. Louis. Once again, you're going to want to get away from windows as that storm gets closer. Let's hear from meteorologist Andy Hill.
Hey Ryan, I've gone ahead and issued a go watch for the western side of St. Louis there near Clarkson Valley and Chesterfield. Via the terminal radar, it does look like only a few hundred feet above the surface because I have a weak tornado together there. And then the actual off the radar right next to that. And it does show some roads as well. So it's not impossible that we could get a tornado warning here in western St. Louis County that northeast towards the 3-4 area. Please correct my pronunciation on that if I'm wrong, but just wanted to get you guys to watch out for that in case it does get warm.
So much meteorologist Andy Hill bringing our attention out here to the St. Louis area where we're saying y'all watch out. There is no tornado warning currently, but there could be one. Okay, and the National Weather Service, they're looking at this same storm and they're debating right now as to whether or not they're going to issue a warning for this. And we just want to give you a little insight there. We want to give you a little bit of an early heads up. You do not have to go get in the bunker just yet, but just know that.
Yeah, there is some rotation right over Clarkson Valley.
right here, smack dab in the middle of this. Town Country, Huntley, Pontiac, Western.
That's something we'll have to keep an eye out for.
Without a tornado, we are going to see very strong damaging winds come through. So you want to get away from windows. You want to get indoors, regardless of whether or not you get underground. Yeah, just keeping up with some of the.
Currently, I believe this yeah, this is currently our only tornado warning on the board right now.
Listen, let's see who's checking in. Oh my gosh. There's so many.
And honestly, I can see this one getting canceled too.
Tells me something's likely going on. A lot of times people don't check in until, or like don't even tune in until after the storm hits. Like, whoa, wait, it's storming. But somebody says they've been here since the storm wild, prepared, still scared. You guys are all right. You're going to make it through this. Somebody said they're getting strong winds right now. Strong winds right now southeast of St. Peter's. Over here near St. Charles, somebody said it's getting darker outside. So yeah, that's what's going on here. Zoom out to show you the broad scale of everything in Missouri. I have to turn off the locations or we can't see anything. We've got 700 guys checking in right now inside of this tornado watch, which goes on for 3 hours and 24 more minutes. We're watching out for potential tornadoes tonight, and that's why we have tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings currently in effect with tornado possible tags. Coming back down here to Conway County, Arkansas, Perry and Pulaski counties as well. We do have that severe thunderstorm warning continuing for this area. It's going to go just to the north of Little Rock. Watch out in Conway and Cabot. Okay, I think I'm saying that right. This is going to come towards you next. It's probably going to go north of downtown Little Rock, but you guys in Conway are going to be hit by this storm next. Additionally, in Hot Springs, Arkansas, you've got a tornado possible, severe thunderstorm warning for your area as well. And this storm's going to come right into Hot Springs with a little bit of rotation and some big hail, 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's what we're talking about. That's what's coming in next. Seminole, Florida, just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for you guys. There's 500,000 people in this down here towards Sanford. Seminole, Florida, that's for Seminole and Volusia counties in Florida. We're talking about 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Oh, good. There's a lot going on right now, and we got to say a huge shout out to Jordan Palmer with the big time.
I'll sit here for a minute.
Also,
Get this camera's about to get hit.
6 months, and Captain Coral for becoming a new member. We have just got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of everything going on here right now. So once again, we just had a report come in from the Orlando area of people actually getting injured on a flight because there was so much turbulence as the plane landed. That's all because of this storm system down here. Let's go back over to Hot Springs, Arkansas, okay, where we do have that newer severe thunderstorm warning for Clark Pike and Garland counties. An intense line of storms blowing out, and it's racing to the east at 55 miles per hour. If you're in Hot Springs, Glenwood, or Malvern, you're directly in the crosshairs of this cell. 60-mile-per-hour winds are coming in right now. You got to get to wherever you're getting to. All right, you don't want to be on the roads for this. You got to get to wherever you get to right now. Tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning continues for St. Louis. That storm's getting closer right now. You can see what it looks like here on this camera in Merrimack Bluffs. This storm is getting more intense as it gets closer to the St. Louis area. But we're specifically watching that white dashed region there for the potential for some rotation. Maybe a tornado warning might be needed here soon for this area. Just keep an eye on this area, actually.
Hmm.
All of this to the sidebar there. It's a new feature that we have. Nice little sidebar. I know the map it's getting busy. Yeah, it's getting busy. There's only so much that we can add to this, but there's so much data that we have that it was good and you need to relay. So I don't know what they're gonna do. But St. Louis, yeah, this is the dangerous part of the storm right here. We definitely have increasing rotation. Remember earlier we were talking about that as loss. We're seeing that same thing right here. That's one of the reasons why meteorologist Andy Hill has highlighted this for potential tornado warning in the near future for the St. John's Mercy Medical Center area. Look at that. It probably needs one. And honestly, right over Maryville University right now, there's enough rotation for potentially, issuing at least a precautionary tornado warning right now. So St. Louis, get ready. This is going to be a strong storm as it comes in. And we do have the potential for tornadoes as well. What do we got here? Okay, yeah, that's a great view of this. This is the storm down here south of Mountain View. We've got a live view of this storm coming in right now. We've got lots of lightning with this one. And by the way, this is one of the cameras. Anytime you see has-bands up here, this is one of the cameras that you can also see on the WeatherWise app. So if you want to download the WeatherWise app and keep these cameras up on your own screen, if you need to open this up in a web browser on desktop, you can open up a bunch of cameras and keep them up. Yeah, we're watching this area for a severe thunderstorm warnings soon as well. I'm surprised we don't already have that. It's almost certainly going to feel like a severe thunderstorm to you when you get hit by this in Mountain View. So that's what we're waiting on next. Let's go down here to this brand new severe thunderstorm warning for 500,000 people down here in Texas. My goodness, look at this. Big storm going through Tyler, Texas right now. By the way, how are we doing in Tyler? Feel free to check in, guys, on the WeatherWise app. Let us know what's going on out there. Down here near Gilbert, temperatures dropped 10 degrees in the last half hour. Pressure's rising at the weather station. This is going to continue to go over towards Longview, and it's going to bring about some more energy and a golf ball size hail. That's why we have a. Let's go all the way up to Florida. My goodness, we've got a tornado warning here. An actual tornado warning in Florida right now. South northwest.
I'm sorry. What?
So we got a tornado warning now for Seminole in Florida, Seminole County, Florida. It's going to be for 2,000 people. Those 14.
Weather. Florida is going to Florida, apparently.
What's going on right now in Florida? These storms are very strong. We've had all kinds of damaging wind reports. We've had hail reports. We've had flash flooding reports. We've had reports of planes, literally people being injured on planes because there's so much turbulence. And now we have a tornado warning north of Orlando. 110,000 people are in that. This is the actual base of the storm, pretty much where it's going to. I don't know if we'll be able to. If there is a tornado, it's definitely going to be rain wrapped. Definitely going to be rain wrapped. So there's no need to go out on the front porch and looking for it. You ain't gonna find it. You ain't gonna find it. We just got another suggested camera here from Jared up here in Missouri.
Why even?
This is what's going on out there in town and country right now, which is where some of the
No tornado risk, by the way.
Put that on the screen here. It's going to stay right here. And again, we can sit here all day and try to find the daggone thing, but we ain't going to see it. And neither are you.
Well, Florida is only in the risk today.
Get off the daggone right.
How many 21 we have? It is. Our only tornado warning in the entire United States is in Florida, where there isn't even a risk of tornadoes. No, what are you doing? No. Seriously, not even in remotely close to a tornado risk. Never mind, we have a new tornado warning. We actually have a camera in Conway. It might be something there. We might have a lowering. I'll move that there.
University, Central Arkansas, Lakeview Acres, and then one all the way up there to Greenwood. For it. For a storm. We've got some cameras out here in Conway, so we will keep an eye on this for you guys from that vantage point. I don't think we have a good tower camera. Got one out here on I-57. It really doesn't seem to. We're going to be flying by the radar here mostly. So we'll keep an eye on Arkansas as well. So go ahead, get sheltered if you haven't already. We've got people in this tornado warning right now checking in on the WeatherWise app. Somebody, my daughter Tracy. Hello, Tracy. Tell your mom or your dad to get to hightail it into shelter. Okay, it's getting dark. Somebody says, and then in Greenbrier, they're saying I can hear loud thunder in Greenbrier and storms look far off. Little Rock, Little Rock. Yeah, they're just off to your west. Now, if you're in Little Rock, this storm, the tornadic part is going to go to your north, but there's a whole
Definitely something there. I can't.
It's actually moving to
Can't tell if that's a rotation or not.
We're talking about winds of 60 miles per hour and 1-inch hail. It's getting dark in Hot Springs, somebody said. Mail says it's very windy. Is it windy where you are, guys? I bet even if it's not storming right now, it's probably
Yeah. Move this into the screen so you guys can see it.
Let me zoom out again. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to turn off the.
Okay, I wanted to make sure it was in the screen before I started going into everything. Not sure if this is our lowering right here, or if this is our lowering.
Screenshot this radar image. This is absolutely nuts. There's snow squall warning and a tornado warning very close to each other. That just goes to show you how dynamic this is. And oh boy, look at this. This is not good. We're starting to see
Now,
get a little bit more mature. Prefrontal supercells, not good. A new tornado. This is exactly what we hoped didn't happen. Just to the west of Pine Bluff, we've got storms popping up in front of our main line.
we have the prefrontal starting to pop up.
Over
Have these prefrontal storms starting to pop up right now. That's not good.
Tornado warning now.
Tornado warning for St. Louis, and yeah. St. Louis, you guys were hit by a tornado, I think a year ago, actually. A year ago to the day.
Right underneath the hook echo. We've got a tornado coming together right now here south of
Okay, Ryan, that's a bit much. Saying that there's a tornado actively coming together. However, I will say,
Have that. Keep an eye on all these areas right here. So it's in Crestwood, take the roads coming towards the next. Osage Hills, it's also coming right towards you. It is a dangerous storm. It's like we might have just lost power out here near Osage Hills. So if you're just now tuning in, we got a tornado warning here for St. Louis. Tornado warning.
oh, I think that's the final.
Of course, University City, Kirkwood, Melville.
We have funnel.
Same storm coming across the road right now. And once again, the tornado, if it's down right now, it's back there somewhere shielded in this rain area, and you can't see it. And the people driving can't see it either. In fact, they might think that they're driving into a normal windstorm, but with heavy rain. But no, there's very likely a tornado hitting in there somewhere. We're going to start hearing the damage reports here soon, I think. And pretty strong rotation just in south of Kirkwood, moving up towards Webster University. You've got to take shelter. And that's going to continue to go up towards
Yeah, I'm.
Bevo, Holly Hills, Tower Grove South, and then potentially
That's definitely our wall cloud. That's definitely our lowering right there.
some places of interest here, including but not limited to the Bethesda Dilworth Nursing Home and Curios High School. That little hook right there is not a good look. You never like to see that.
And see the ring current.
Just down the road here, you can see that. Yeah, it looks pretty calm. It looks pretty calm. Everybody that's driving on this road here, everybody that's on Interstate 44, they don't know.
Starting to get rain wrapped.
Interstate 44, maybe driving to work or something, or driving home from work.
Without get hit by, without lose visibility on it. And there isn't a camera out in front of it either.
You're staying safe. Somebody said, I thought that notch looks suspicious.
Oh,
Y'all watch that. And speaking of tornado warnings, we do have a new one, a brand new tornado warning for Longview, Texas. Grant Harrison and Upshur counties in Texas under
CC in St. Louis.
right here, Gladewater. That's going to go down for White. This is a new tornado warning. Take shelter immediately. The rotation looks like it's getting strong. Got to take shelter now.
Yeah, I think St. Louis is on the ground. I'm fairly certain St. Louis is on the ground right now. I need YouTube up. I need the webcam in St. Louis.
Another crazy situation where you're not going to see it. There's a tornado out there. You're literally not going to see that. And you're going to drive right into it. So if you're out here in Florida, you got to get the heck off the daggone road. Let's go back to our other tornado warning. We just got another new tornado warning way out here west of Poplar Bluff. It's going to be for Gregg and Shannon counties. Oregon and Shannon counties. That's going to go on for 36 more minutes. That includes places like Alton. Take shelter now. There's somebody watching right now that says, just picked up, the winds picked up again, it's getting rough. Back down here towards Conway, Arkansas, severe thunderstorm warning, and it continues for Little Rock. And a tornado warning continues for Conway. Make sure you're in your safe spots in Conway. This is an incredibly dangerous storm that's coming in right now. It looks pretty calm out there currently, but once the strong winds start coming in, you're going to know why that tornado warning was issued. You're going to want to be inside and away from windows for this. Alton, okay. All right. By the way, Illinois, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Springfield, Illinois up here. You guys have got 60-mile-per-hour winds coming towards you right now. And a lot of these warnings right now have considerable damage threats to them, and they have tornado possible tags, which means that they might be upgraded to tornado warnings. Okay.
I'm confident that that was.
While I push another button, warning just dropped for your area. This is not a drill. A tornado has been spotted or detected on radar, and you need to act right now. A tornado warning means there is an immediate threat to life and property. This is the most urgent alert the National Weather Service can.
St. Louis, underground immediately. I don't know where this camera is looking from. Oh, dang it! I don't know where this is coming from. Look at CC, Ryan.
Like that. You got to be getting into that safe spot immediately. There's some people that you guys checking in right now on the WeatherWise app and sharing your location with us.
Ryan, look at correlation coefficient.
From police in the St. Louis area about potentially debris. Troop C units are discussing.
Raining outside?
So we don't have any official reports here, but we're starting to hear some interesting stuff on the scanners. And that's going to be called a part storm that just went over Crestwood and Sun. Over.
I see. No, it's not. Okay.
You guys do it in St. Louis. How's St. Louis doing? 125,000 people watching right now.
Okay, so Conway.
Maybe call, let them know what's up, let them know there's tornado warning. Just let them know if you're thinking about it.
Let them know that there's an active tornado on the ground.
Actually, get somebody to take action, because otherwise it would be in the living room. And when a tree comes down, you know what I'm saying? All right, tornado warning down here in Missouri continues for 47 more minutes. That's going to be for Van Buren and Donovan. Tornado warning continues for 17 more minutes in St. Louis. And then let's go all the way down here to Texas, Longview County, Longview, Texas. You guys are under a tornado warning for 32 more minutes. Longview is under a tornado warning for 32 more minutes. And look at the traffic. People are out here just, riding around during a tornado warning. Once again, you want to get shelter immediately. That's some real rotation right there near White Oak that we're currently seeing. Coming back up to St. Louis, where we continue to have a tornado warning. We've got significant rotation here between Clayton and Jennings and Kingsway West. that's coming up in towards Granite City right now. We don't currently have a tornado warning for Granite City.
New Hook, northwest side.
Our original one that we've been watching is now past Hampton, moving towards Karen Gillette, Holly Hills, Mount Pleasant. And then that's going to go over St. Louis.
Yeah, there is a new hook forming.
Casey, Fair. We're talking about all the way down towards 11, Edwardsville. You guys all need to get
This is tornado warning. There's a rotation forming up by Pine Lawn and Wellstead.
Towards Granite City. Maybe even Belleville. Yes, you guys are included in this as well.
If you guys have any damage photos on, send it to me at excitedhats_weather.
It's going to be just to the south of Ferguson. And that part of the storm is moving into Jennings right now. So this is potentially damaging hail moving into the Jennings area currently. Look, this person right here is actually stopped almost on the interstate because the precipitation is so intense. And you can see it kind of accumulating in the grass there. You guys see that? Side of the road here. Man, traffic's bad in the middle of the tornado warning here in St. Louis.
Still, is it back?
It's just about getting into the central West End and Botanical Heights area. St. Louis University, the winds should be picking up there by now. This is what it looks like near where the rotation is currently near Maplewood. 2 areas of rotation. Once again, one of them's going over the Kingsway West area. The other one's just to the east of Acton, moving towards Cahokia Heights. Everybody in downtown St. Louis needs to be taking shelter currently. Flying.
Pretty much.
It's pretty calm out front. It's like it goes from this to be very intense in a short period of time. So don't be fooled by the calm winds right now if it's not started where you are yet. Another look at the part of the storm that's producing the hail and the heaviest rain right now up there in Ferguson, Missouri. That part of the storm's going over towards Granite City. So I'm zooming out a little bit. I'm just going to show you again what we're looking at coming into St. Louis. They did just issue a new severe thunderstorm warning for Madison, Monroe, and St. Clair counties. This goes out to Illinois now, Edwardsville and Belleville. You guys are included in this. And there is a tornado possible tag on this. 1.2 million people are included in this. Everybody out here needs to take shelters if you're under a tornado warning, just in case. Get away from the windows, get away from glass, and I think you'll be fine. The rotation down here, specifically near north of St. Louis, is looking pretty intense. And you can see that meteorologist Andy Hill just put out a yaw watch for this. So specifically, this area of rotation that's coming out of Kingsway West and moving towards Granite City needs to be watched extra closely because this is where we have the most traditional tornado look, if that makes sense. It's going to go up towards Horseshoe Lake State Park, Pontoon Beach, and Glen Carbon. My goodness. Yeah, hopefully they're going to issue a new tornado warning for this area because it deserves it.
I'm scrolling on Twitter right now trying to find any reports of damage.
Texas, real quick. Longview, Texas, you're still under a tornado warning for the next 20 minutes or so. We've got the storm coming through downtown right now. You can see this is what it looks like out there in Longview. The rotating part of the storm is more going through the southern side, going over there towards Gregton, and that's going to go down towards Interstate 20 very soon. We'll keep an eye on Longview. You guys just stay sheltered for now. Let's go back up to Oregon County, Missouri, over here towards Donovan. You have a tornado warning for Carter and Ripley counties. You guys need to be in your safe spots, staying away from windows, the underground, and that's going to go on for the next.
There's nothing back there, but
It's coming.
that
A strong storm coming out of now.
that might be a tornado there hanging to Longview. Of course, we don't have any cameras down this general area.
The rotation is now past Conway, and it's moving up towards Genova. But Conway, you guys are still in the middle of a strong storm. Okay, you got to stay inside of that safe spot for 10 more minutes just in case. This is what it looks like in Conway right now. They're facing storm. You can see those low hanging clouds.
Conway is no longer in the warning, so you guys in Conway are good.
Hot Springs, we're just now seeing a north storm.
Oh, oh. Durham, Pine Bluff Arsenal, Whitehall. Guys, I want to start going over your tornado precautions. We do have a storm that is now starting to rotate. We have a prefrontal supercell that's just popped up that does have some rotation starting to form on it. We have a camera looking that direction. And yeah, that might be um
They probably will. We're going to have a view of this from Ashton as well. And Freddie McKinney. Storm chaser Freddie McKinney's out here just to the north and west of Memphis. All right, let's go back to St. Louis. This is what it looks like out there. We've already got people parking under the overpass.
looking right here.
Let's go back.
I think that's wall cloud.
So once again, huge shout out to meteorologist Andy Hill for the early heads up here. We got a tornado warning that expands all the way out to the east now into Madison and St. Clair counties. This is going to hit places like O'Fallon, Grant City, Edwardsville, Collinsville.
Obviously, I'm going to watch that very, very carefully.
You guys got to be. That's where the rotation is, right here. This is the worst part of the storm. This is what's going to be causing the biggest problems.
That's looking in
You got to get outside.
this general direction. And that is where we have an area of rotation that is starting to form. So that's the storm that we're going to have to watch very carefully here. We should have this on our camera for a bit here. You should see it reffed across the screen like that. So they have also gone ahead and extended the tornado warning up here in St. Louis, which is the right call. We also have a new tornado warning here for Van Buren, Arkansas. I believe that's Arkansas. That might be Missouri, actually. I think it is Missouri. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. I apologize.
Definitely got to watch out for my friends in Hallsville. And let's go up even further into Arkansas. We got that severe thunderstorm warning for Columbia, Hempstead, and Los.
Down here to our storm, Arkansas. Yeah, it's now passed through Conway.
Louis, St. Louis, this is the area.
Our main focus right now is on
Somebody out here.
the main focus right now is on this storm right here. It is a prefrontal supercell that has just started popping up within the last 30 minutes or so. And this could potentially be a long track supercell that could produce a EF2 to EF3 tornado. Or potentially even stronger than that. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning that's just been issued here for Grant County, Garland County, Saline County, and Hot Spring County in southwestern Arkansas.
Okay, so you guys got to shelter immediately. And I'm gonna be.
I think I'm seeing a tail cloud now with this storm.
It's very possible.
See where this takes us. And,
about what comes through. Meteorologist Andy Hill is taking us back down into Arkansas. Okay, we've got a medium confidence, severe thunderstorm y'all watch here.
Other cameras.
One of our supercells that is discreet out here that we're watching. And we do think that it's going to need a severe thunderstorm warning here soon. Meteorologist Andy Hill says potentially in the next 30 minutes we should expect that. Got medium confidence in that. This is what it looks like underneath that supercell right now. What these guys driving here don't know is that they're underneath the base of the supercell that could potentially produce a very strong tornado within the next couple of hours. It's still in its baby stage right now, and it's growing. But as it grows, it's going to move towards Stuttgart. And, it's potentially going to, cause a lot of problems. But it's about to be severe warned, I believe. Probably for hail and wind first. The tornado threat comes after that, after the storm gets a little bit more mature. Here's another view just outside of that supercell. It's completely nothing. There's nothing going on out here except for the strong, warm influence coming into the storm. But yeah, I'm zooming out here. I'm showing you all of these little blips that are popping up. It's important that we never underestimate a blip, guys. It's very important that we never, ever underestimate a blip. A lot of these tornadoes are going to be coming through tonight when we're sleeping. Make sure you have a NOAA weather radio. Make sure you have your safe place planned. Know what you're going to do when that warning comes up. You make sure you've got a cell phone turned on. You have the call. You make sure you've got a flashlight near your bed, shoes near your bed, and you're ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have another tornado here in a second in the St. Louis Metro.
So, St. Clair County, Illinois, and Jefferson County, Missouri, we got to watch out for potentially several tornadoes. Look at this. Look at this real quick. Here's your tornado that's going on right down there.
Yeah.
There's another area.
There's another rotation here. We have.
There's another one here.
There's two rotations with this cell. We have this one near Namoka and Granite City, and we have another one near Sauga and Centerville.
not tornado equipment side of the line, but there's also elements of embedded supercells here. Okay, so it's not just the one thing. It's also the strong tornado as well. Let's go back down here.
Got another one right there.
St. Francis County. It's a big area of rotation here north of Farmington, moving up towards Bloomsdale. We do have a tornado warning.
Yeah, big area of rotation here. Yeah, green's going towards. Red's going away, right in the middle.
You guys got to get shelter very, very quickly. We do have some mobile home parks in the path. We're talking about Peaceful Acres, Horsey Community Mobile Home Park, and the Twin Eagles Mobile Home Park. Every single one of these, you can get the shelter immediately. Try to find a sturdy shelter. You don't want to ride this out in an RV or a mobile home, okay, or a tent. Some people are in chat talk about how they're in tents right now. You got to get to the bathhouse. You got to get to the campground. There's a sturdy shelter nearby. You got to get there. You're just now tuning in. We have a bunch of stuff going on right now. What's the current situation looking like? We have 5 tornado warnings. We have 5 tornado warnings. There are currently 20 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. The weather intensity score is up at 200. And that does not happen very often unless we're in the middle of a widespread severe weather outbreak. You got tornado warnings from Texas all the way up to Illinois. We've got a blizzard going on right now in Michigan. We've got severe thunderstorms and tornadoes in Florida as well.
I mean, some of those might be reach, but currently I see about 5 rotations along the line right now. Then there's that storm in Farmington approaching St. Genevieve and Chester. Remember, I believe Chester was hit, I think, back in either 2021 or 2022 by EF3. That actually provoked a tornado emergency. How I remember that, I do not know. But oh, massive! Holy crap! Massive tornado warning here for Van Buren. This guy.
Everybody all right? If you've got damage photos that you want to send in, and only if you can do so, send those in to ryanpolleny'all.com/submit. So just go to ryanpolleny'all.com, see the submit button at the top, click that, upload your photos and videos. We'll try to share them, but of course, we've got a lot going on right now. Somebody said, no, thank you. Let's see here. I see an impressive shelf cloud out my window.
Still has a impressive base, if that's not a wall cloud.
Scared. Just be prepared. Honestly, right now, the most concerning area of rotation is the one that's here near Glen Carbon. Okay, that's coming up towards Troy. It's coming right towards our viewer, unfortunately. That says aspiring meteorologist Jacob Allen reporting Edwardsville, Illinois. Bring it on, says. Well, aspiring meteorologist, you guys, hopefully you're in the safe spot because that area of rotation is coming right towards you. I love how enthusiastic you guys are.
I just don't know how long-lived these cells will be.
Y'all watch out. Okay, y'all watch out down here between Rust and Cushing for the potential for a tornado here soon. You've got some rotation coming together near Gallatin. You can actually see, even though we're kind of far away from the radar here, you can see that rear flank downdraft get pushed out over Gallatin right now with the inflow knock right next to it. That's a rare feature to be able to see on reflectivity from so far away. You can also see all the lightning activity picking up here north of Brecklaw. So this is a storm that is very much a candidate for a tornado warning, and hopefully that'll happen soon. And we'll get everybody in their safe spots. Okay. My goodness, we're monitoring this situation like you wouldn't believe. There's so many situations right now, but we're on top of every single one of them. There's 133,000 people.
4 days summer vacation. Honestly, I think the cells that will have the best chance in the future for tornadic development, these guys. If those guys can develop, they're going to be the problem ones. I think these guys over here will eventually get swallowed by the line.
The storm coming in right now. See this Boeing echo right here coming into Woodside? That's some damaging winds coming over Interstate 55 right now. That's going to go towards Rochester and Edinburgh as well. That's Springfield. Y'all get ready. The wind is howling already, even out front of the storm. I got
it. Where?
Vortex comes through. There's also a tornado threat that, by the way. There's a tornado possible tag on here. And I would watch that area.
Is it for this guy?
Like a hawk on my weatherwise app, 5G.
Okay? Yes, it is.
Got another daggone tornado warning right on top of Andy's y'all watching. MVP's Andy today, I don't know what his batting average is, but I feel like it's really high because he's done it again. He's given us another very valuable early heads up on this tornado warning. They officially have it now for Waterloo. So take shelter if you are in Monroe County or St. Clair counties in Illinois. Oh, smokes. Columbia, Illinois, Waterloo, Mascota, my bad. Freeburg, Millstadt, and Smithton, Illinois. You guys are all under tornado warnings currently. And you got to be hightailing it to the shelter right now. Got to get there quickly as the storm gets closer. Somebody in Waterloo says, hooray. Somebody says they're scared. Don't be scared. Be prepared. So we got two big tornado warnings now east of St. Louis. And there was a report here of a funnel cloud 7 minutes ago south of Edwardsville. Somebody reported a funnel cloud at I-55 looking west towards Granite City. And that area of rotation is now moving east towards I-70 east of Edwardsville. By the way, downtown St. Louis, your warning has been allowed to expire. You got the y'all clear, okay, in St. Louis. So you guys are fine. Now what's going to happen in St. Louis? The winds are going to keep driving in. We're going to continue to have damaging winds for quite some time. And we're going to see that happening as temperatures get colder. I don't know if we have any power outages in St. Louis, but hopefully those get resolved quickly because it's going to get daggone cold tonight, really. And I'm starting to think that this area of the rotation right here is a little bit more concerning. The one north of Waterloo and the one coming into Waterloo. We'll have to watch these areas for specific tornadoes here over the next little bit. Get ready in Waterloo and Smithton. This is what the storm looked like as it was coming into Faulkner County, Arkansas. Steve sent me this. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is the St. Louis damage. We're already seeing damage in St. Louis. A huge tree down here. Absolutely destroyed that car. And also smashed this one up pretty bad too. So we've got damage in St. Louis. There's a live look at debris and damage reports that's coming in right now. Major snow out there in South Dakota, of course. More snow in Iowa. Amanda, thanks for sending that in. This is what it looks like right now in Pekin, Illinois. You can see, oh wow, this is actually a really cool view of the warm air coming in and meeting the cool in. You can literally see the conversions here. You guys see what I'm talking about? And literally see both the air masses literally clashing. This is what's causing that severe thunderstorm warning of the tornadoes possible 10. That right there, that horizontal area of stand.
We have severe thunderstorm warnings all the way from Texas all the way up to Springfield, Illinois. new mid-scale discussion. So, Northeast Illinois, Northern Indiana, Southwest Lower Michigan, concerning severe potential watch needed soon. Probability of watch issuance 95%. Severe thunderstorm watch will likely be issued soon for portions in Northeast Illinois, Northern Indiana, and Southwest Lower Michigan. So, severe thunderstorm watch is coming soon. For Kankakee, you guys were recently hit. You were recently hit by a strong tornado.
South Millstat, moving up towards Smithton and Freeburg. You guys have got to get ready for a potential tornado out there. Make sure you're sheltering right now. Broader severe thunderstorm warning for Edwardsville continues for 19 more minutes. And then let's go all the way down here back to Texas. Oof, another big time, nasty looking supercell, claiming it's part of the atmosphere here as it goes down towards Blanchard and Shreveport. So we've got considerable damage threats, severe thunderstorm warning with 70-mile-per-hour winds coming into uncertain Texas, Oil City, Louisiana, right now. Get indoors, away from windows.
You guys in Kankakee were hit by a strong tornado last week. And unfortunately, you guys could be getting hit by more severe weather here soon. So I hope you guys are ready in Kankakee. So unfortunately, there's another line of severe weather moving into your area.
Much this severe thunderstorm warning for the Nacogdoches area or areas just northwest of there. There's also a potential tornado trying to come together northwest Cushing. I mean, this is just blowing wild. Crockett, Texas. You guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning now. We've got 1 inch hail coming into Crockett. So you need to be getting ready for that. It's going to be a strong storm that comes in. Lots of lightning. You see all the little flashes. That's real-time lightning as the storm gets closer to you.
And this
Storm chasers. Corey Durkin is out there giving us a live view right now of the environment out in front of these blips. And just in time for a severe thunderstorm warning, just like Andy said, there's a severe thunderstorm warning now for these blips that are popping up over here east of Little Rock. Stuttgart and Pine Bluff. Now we're talking about 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind over the next 47 minutes. The rotation is still coming together on these cells. It's one of the more impressive areas. Notice how much lightning you have. And that's actually increased a lot. It's more lightning now than there was earlier. I wonder if we have anybody with a Tempest weather station out here. Oof. I don't think we have one close, actually. It's one of the only areas where we don't have a Tempest weather station. But anyways, I was just about that we're probably seeing 1,000 lightning strikes per hour out of the cell right here. And that's going to continue to increase as it goes up towards us.
the storm that we've been monitoring for a minute now has a severe thunderstorm warning attached with it.
Okay, fast. The low level clouds are moving. By the way, in Virginia and North Carolina, already a lot of the schools are closed tomorrow because of severe weather threat. Already. Elijah Joyce is calling.
Hey Ryan, just had to make sure I thought microphone was bugged out for a second there. So we actually do have a wall cloud, a rotating wall cloud reported on that exact storm we're talking about right now. There's a storm chaser on it. I don't know one of ours, but they are actually watching a rotating wall cloud with that storm.
All right, thank you very much, Elijah. Guys, this is one of the storms that we've got to really keep a close eye on. Just once again,
We're getting 61 dew points, which isn't
it's gonna be,
bad,
it's gonna be so
but it's not great either for severe storms.
so got be ready to get to shelter whenever a warning is issued later. You got a lot of clips coming together too. It's not just that one. There's a bunch of them. So this is going to be, unfortunately, a big deal for everybody in our tornado watch. Let me zoom out here, show you the whole thing. This is our tornado watch for a bunch of people from Jackson.
So we have a report here from DeSoto about 42 minutes ago
Kentucky.
of a funnel cloud.
80% couple of tornadoes.
Breck's previous funnel cloud report from 1 mile northeast of DeSoto, observer noted rotating clouds with the funnel.
Back down here to Ripley County, Missouri, where we just got a new tornado warning. Area of rotation back here southwest of Duncan.
Storm wind gusts.
Very quick. At radar indicator rotation.
Funnel cloud report here. Rotating funnel cloud at I-55 70 intersection with I-255 looking west toward Grant City. That was issued about 15 minutes ago. We have a new tornado warning associated with this cell hanging to Donovan. Again, we need a radar in this area. Put a radar in Poplar Bluff.
Tornado one. Current rotation does exist here. Right east of the Edwards Mill. That's
This is it.
the Kaufman.
Yeah, but that's something to take note of. We also have another rotation starting to form to the west of Pine Bluff here. That's going to be something that we're going to have to watch here. Another rotation. We have a couple of rotations actually with these cells that are starting to pop off.
What the hall's at?
Yeah, a lot of storms starting to rotate with these WEPs. It's starting to pop off across the board.
It's supposed to be until between right now and
Where did my
gonna be watching these blips right here.
I think my tablet fell between my bed. So that's sad. I'll get it later.
Let's listen in to Freddie McKinney and see what they're saying.
And seeing what they're looking at. They're not looking at anything on the Pine Bluff cam.
Come back. It's on camera. By the way, Little Rock, you're not under a warning or anything, but you've got a storm coming through. This is what it looks like just to the north of Little Rock. So we've got a strong storm coming through with some gusty winds. That's going past the Cabot right now, moving towards Beebe. These storms, honestly, at this point are not extremely strong. So that's why there's no warning on that, but it's still something to keep an eye on, especially if you get closer to Lanoke and Ozark. Let's come back up to Madison County, Illinois. Tornado warning continues for 11 more minutes. Carter County, Missouri, your warning continues for 11 more minutes as well. Guys, I got to go get something to drink. What I'm going to do is there's a lot of new people here. There's 134,000 people watching. I'm going to explain. You heard me talk about the WeatherWise app. I'm gonna explain that a little bit more in depth. While I walk away from the thing here, I'm just gonna play a real quick clip. When I come back, we're gonna get right back into the thing. But actually watch this and follow along. Download the WeatherWise app if you haven't already. Your weather live stream right now, but I don't want you to just watch. I want you to get down into the nitty gritty and follow along with me. I want you to get your hands dirty and let your true inner weather weenie out. You can do that with the WeatherWise app. It's completely free, and it's the companion radar app to this live stream. Everything I have been looking at, you can see on your phone too. Real-time, high-resolution radar data, the same stuff I use on Stream. National Weather Service alerts for your specific area, lightning tracking, velocity, correlation coefficient, storm chasers, traffic cameras. Remember, WeatherWise is 100% free, but if you want to unlock even more, there's plus top app, extended radar history.
That's nothing.
WeatherWise free for everyone, and you can turn on y'all mode. When you open the app, tap the menu and enable y'all mode. You get my custom map style, my radar colors, y'all watches, and y'all tracks, and then share your location. This one is also free. Share your location. I can actually see where y'all are watching from, and I can track storms heading directly toward you. It makes the stream so much better when we can interact like this.
New ground ring has just been issued here.
Again, it's free. WeatherWise.
That's an extension from the St. Genevieve storm, which that storm's warning is about to expire, so they issued a new warning out in front.